Which one is this? Is this the,
Insurance.
What?
Can we do it?
Health insurance?
You wanna call it to order some?
is Sheila coming? All right, I call to order the insurance committee meeting. The time is 6:32 PM.
Sorry, we haven't changed the clock.
I mean, it's 5:32 PM, I'm sorry.
Okay, we do this every year. The airport insurance and the fire department vehicle and accident insurance renew is a December to December period. Our Chesterfield insurers, their policy did go up slightly. I think it was a 5% increase. I think it's just due to the cost to replace vehicles. So we want the accident policy, which they're quoting at $8,768, which is the annual premium paid annually by the town. And then the property and casualty, which is the vehicle insurance, is $9,993.
Has it gone up significantly?
No. And I don't believe we have had any claims this year. And then the airport insurance, our liability carrier Versa, they have worked together with Alliant and they kind of, I guess they're like the broker, so they bid it out and then they get back to me the lowest price. Sorry, it's flipped in two different directions. Annual premium proposed is $6,023, which includes a war and some other liability. We opt out of that, so it'll be $5,475, which is a $425 increase from last year.
Is that the airport?
Mhm.
We haven't had any claims for that.
No,
And they usually offer some kind of terrorist
they do.
rider. Is that included in the price?
That was the first amount.
I mean,
So
it-
the terrorist rider is $6,023, and the without the war and terror, it's $5,475.
We've never gotten a tariff. Rider.
No, because I think we have some type of underwriting with our Versa plan that's like a blanket for said events.
As far as I remember, we've never gotten it.
We have not. So, would you guys like to renew as presented, or have any questions?
Is that your recommendation?
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we accept the
Second.
policies presented.
Philip, did you want to discuss, did we want to weigh the options to bid out the town's workers' comp liability policy? We had discussed we hadn't done that in a few years, but that is a lengthy insurance process.
Yeah, if we wanna do stuff like that, or the insurance, health insurance and stuff, it's kind of a process now to get it, so somebody can quote it for, July. We haven't looked at health insurance in a while.
I know we've looked at health insurance since I've been here, so I
3 or 4
believe
years,
it's been
maybe.
about 3 years, but since I've been here, which is 6, we have not looked at.
I think somebody on council did bring up they'd like to take a look at this Versa and see if there's anything else out there. And, if we're gonna start that process, we probably would go.
Is that, because I know we discussed several months ago, the town may be contributing a little bit more for the
For
employees.
the health insurance.
Yeah, for the health insurance.
So I will bring that to you guys when we get our renewal, figures, which is normally February.
Alright.
And we can, tell
Should
me what
we-
you wanna do.
Shouldn't we be looking earlier?
Well, he's talking about contributing to the health insurance.
Right, on the health insurance, but are we intending on trying to seek proposals on health insurance?
Do you wanna seek proposals, or, he was just talking about the town contribution to.
Here's the deal with the health insurance. We've been with this Department of Human Resources insurance is health insurance that we have, and I think most people haven't had a lot of complaints about it. And it's a very gracious package as compared to what's in the private sector. I mean, it's great. It's not quite state health insurance, but it's close. Okay, it is through a state program, but it's for localities, local choice. My experience with it is I'm not trained nor smart enough to bid out health insurance without some assistance. Now, the problem is that we found out last time is the consultants that are out there receive a commission from when they sell this product, but they don't get it when they do the health or through the state. The state doesn't pay them a commission. So I don't know if having a consultant is really terribly beneficial to us. And if we do use a consultant, it needs to be totally independent, and then we'd have to pay them separately, you know, because if they're waiting on a commission, they're going to recommend a private provider. If we're going to look at the health insurance, I do think it probably makes sense to have a individual or firm help us bid out the insurance, but at the same time make sure that they're independent, that they don't get paid through a commission, they get paid by the town. And I don't know exactly what that would cost, but we bumped into that a couple times at, before Jennifer and after Jennifer, or while she was here. So,
Is it gonna be too much trouble to maybe find out what it may, or about
what it would
how much
cost?
it'll cost?
I think that'd be the next step logically, is to talk to a consultant and find out, hey, this is what we want, but we don't want you representing anybody. We want you representing us and picking what to recommend, and then your fees be paid by the town rather than by the insurance company that is selected. So, I think it'd be next step is find somebody.
We'll reach out to some consultants and try to get you a timeline, and then we'll move back. That sound okay?
And we can talk to, the one that the county uses, maybe the school system. Do you guys use a consultant? No, yes, but they've always had they don't use local choice, they stay with a private provider. And that's some of the reasons why, you know, the rates are different and, some of those kind of things, so. And the percentages are paid are different, so.
What are other municipalities using?
In the county, I'm gonna guess, and I think Crew is using the same folks we are. Obviously, we're using this local choice through the State Department of Human Resource Management. But I think the county is a private lender or a private,
How about other
Southern
counties?
Insurance or something they had for some time, and,
Amelia uses a private, broker,
right.
and then I know Colonial Heights uses TLC. And I know the last time we bid it out, the consultant had said that the TLC prices were significantly
choice,
lower. The local
TLC.
choice, TLC is significantly lower, cause they are able to bargain more, cause they're using everybody as their plan. Not just the town of Blackstone, whereas when we're bidding it out, we're such a smaller group compared to the state,
Yeah.
who's got all the municipalities or whoever is
one
in.
heart attack can kill you right.
Right, but in the grand scheme of bargaining premiums, I think, the way I interpreted it, the local choice had better rates because they're able to negotiate more.
So you know too, one of the things that we're keeping our rates a little bit on the high side is that we offer insurance for retirees, COBRA, I guess, and we're obligated if somebody departs that they can pay a premium, but we've been offering it to retirees, which is pretty expensive as well as just a feature to have. Albeit, I don't know if we have one or two left.
We have one.
One left, yeah. So one of them passed away this past year, and then the spouse is still on it apparently. But that does raise the cost. Whenever that is no longer the case, I would recommend that we don't have it for retirees anymore. Okay.
And I think you would have to change your plan, so at renewal time, we would have to opt out of the retirement.
You gotta opt out of
I
offering
have-
it to retirees.
I have had current employees who are nearing retirement inquire if we offer that, and so if we're not gonna offer it, I do believe we would have to.
It does
let
create
them
a
let us know.
kind of an artificial increase in the rate for everybody, for the town, for the individuals, everybody. So that's just one of the things to think about while we're going through this. But I think if we get somebody to sit down and look at proposals, I think you'll see the retirees, or even the specter, or the option of having a retiree get onto this, even though they pay the premium 100% out of pocket, can make it pretty expensive. They're older folks, so, you know, they raise your average insurance folks.
You may want to look at amending that.
Ideas. Okay. So we'll find out what a consultant, and again,
That sound good? That sound all right?
Sounds good to me.
yeah, and again, we need to pay out our pocket for a consultant, so they're representing us and not several firms or themselves for commission, because the state won't pay commission.
Can we look into that, kinda have a good idea before February?
I think we need to. I think we need to maybe report at the December council meeting, maybe? Just give you a rough idea on cost.
Thank you.
I think the old woman that helped us last time was very helpful.
She may be able to help with the workers' comp, not vehicle liability.
And that's where we paid $200,000 a year
Yes.
in those, vehicle insurance and liabilities insurance and insurance for public officials, liability, those kinds of things are, I think it's a quarterly $57,000. So
Yes.
even over $200,000 a year, so I think that may have been a motivation when some of the council said, you know, we probably need to look for this big of a number annually, maybe take a look at it.
Cool.
I think that was it.
Is that it? Anything else?
I have nothing else.
Let's close it out. All right, this concludes this insurance committee meeting, and the time is 5:42.
Today was Paul Lax's birthday.